Yo, yo. Just checking the sound. How's the sound? Check, 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 check. Sound good? Wicked. Just gonna play a little bit before getting everything started. Haven't done one of these beat making streams in a while. Feel a little bit rusty, but I'm excited to be able to jam and show you guys. Wub, 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 100%. This is an old tune that I need to finish. It's pretty much arranged now. I'm on the mixing / polishing stage. But as I'll get into in a minute, things have been kind of slow on the iPad beat making side of things. This track is called Transpad Banger. We'll see if I keep that as its actual title or not. Thank you. This is an app called Elastic Drums for iPad. And all of the sounds that you hear are manipulated samples from my synth app called SynthCube, which I'll show you in a minute. Like I said, this track's pretty much done. I just need to go thanks for tuning in, everyone. This is kind of a follow-up stream to that Absolute State video I made, I think like right before Halloween. And this is a fan appreciation stream because since I posted that video, I've been getting a lot of, like I was going through some challenges and obstacles with this project and just in general. But the response I got to that video was extremely positive, motivating, inspiring, and just the response that I get and the messages I get and the support that I get from my fans just kind of blows me away every time. How generous people can be, whether with their time or their money or just their generosity. So since I posted that video, I had a couple of big time donos. One of them from Mondo Suisse, the big Ethereum donation. So shout outs to Mondo Suisse. He's how to describe him? He's a cool guy, crypto whale, Sproto enjoyer on Twitter. And another big shout out to Gabe, aka It's My Show. Can you guys hear me all right, by the way? Is the mic level okay? But Gabe is the Ultra VIP. It's My Show on YouTube. I think I've linked his channel in the description. Because I was talking about in my last stream how since my main workflow is on iPad, and the main machine I was using for the longest time was the first generation iPad Pro, that it just started getting some issues where it would randomly restart, and it's happened on stream a bunch of times where I was working on a beat and it would restart 5 or 6 times. And it was just getting kind of unusable to the point where I didn't even feel like making music anymore. It was just so frustrating to deal with. So I get a message from Gabe, and he just says, yo, like, my parents, their work, they just give them some gear that is literally sitting around in a box not being used. So we have an iPad for you, basically. So this iPad right here, like a brand new iPad Pro, he like was generous enough to donate that to this project. Hats off to him, because not only did he make him and his parents make this stream possible, but it's gonna help me out quite a bit. This is like super slick, fast machine, and it just blew me away that like this project meant so much to somebody that he would drop a big donut like that. Mention just a few of my other fans. Yeah, Gabe is the MVP. I think I've got a patch of his. Actually, this tune, I forgot that this is one of the original presets that I sent to Oliver, the developer of this app. Because I gave him, there's a Bill Jobs preset pack inside of Elastic Drums, this app that I'm using. And so I gave him a bunch of SynthQ samples to include in a sample pack, and then he asked me to make some demo presets. So this one I released way back in like 2015 or something like that, when this app first came out. And a lot of them I just like forgot existed. Like this one's another good one. I'm gonna play this while I look for something in my bag. Hold on. Oh, Froggy Techno. I thought I had Gabe's patch for It's My Show in my bag, but I don't. But anyway, check out his YouTube channel. He does some cool stuff with like nostalgic old school games that I remember from the Macintosh. I don't know if you know the game Realms. I talk about Marathon a lot, which is an old school Macintosh game. But there's another game that I played a lot as a kid called Realms, and it's like top-down RPG, and I used a lot of the sound effects from that in the track Bob Force. But yeah, he did a couple of playthroughs of Realms, and it was pretty funny. This is another track that I just kind of forgot about. The nice thing about having so many unfinished projects is that you can go back, re-listen to them, and it's almost fresh again. I have the habit of starting a project and then either just going straight through and riding that wave of inspiration, getting it done within a month, or it'll just sit in the pile and it'll stay there for months, years, but then once I pick it up again, it's just fresh, and then I can usually pick it off like low-hanging fruit. And that's what a lot of the tracks I've been releasing lately have been. I think it just kind of peters off from there. But yeah, this track is basically almost arranged. That main beat is really good. So I'm excited to be able to actually finish these tracks now that I have a working machine. And anyway, other than that, I wanted to... Let's go to my screen here. November 11th, I had a show here in Kingston, and it was a bit of a different kind of show because I'm not really sure how to do this project live yet. I have done a couple of DJ sets before, and you know, it's not necessarily when people ask me, you know, is Bill Jobs ever playing somewhere? I'm thinking in my head, okay, does that mean I'm playing all my music, or since I'm an electronic music producer, just doing a DJ set and like kind of mixing my tunes with other people's tunes and whatnot. So I got invited to this show with 3 other electronic musicians, and there was more of a live element with all of these bands. We had like half-an-hour sets each, and the main band, Friends from Church, is this guy who had a big pedal board where he was playing his beats from, but he was singing and playing guitar. It was really cool sound. You should check him out on YouTube. He's got a music video. It's a really cool, like, I don't know, it reminded me of kind of 9 Inch Nails, more like dark, edgy, kind of electronic mixed with real instruments sound that I appreciated, like in the early 2000s when I was getting into music tech at school. So it was him and then David Parker, who was playing some live electronics, so he had a big pedal board set up, and he also had a Tascam, so we had a bit of a chat about that and did some like live tape looping kind of stuff, and he went up on stage with like a full wizard cloak, which was very theatric. And then there's Fast, who was he had some really awesome, like fun guitar and live singing music, and his music was just like really imaginative and fun to listen to. I felt a little bad because in terms of promotion for the show and the way things were organized, it just seemed kind of, I don't know, like there weren't too many people there, and then right before I came on, like a bigger group of my friends just showed up at the last minute, so I felt bad because all the other performers who did a really good job, there was only like a handful of people to see them. But anyway, since I only had a half an hour set and everybody was doing live stuff, I decided, you know, I don't want to just stand up on stage and press play and like pretend to be doing something, which I feel like some of my DJ sets are kind of like, as I'm still learning that. So I picked all of my tracks with vocals in it, and I brought my guitar and did some live guitar and vocals. So I started with Hot Summer Beat, then went into Power Level, but I've got some clips here I can show you.
But since everybody was
that's me basically just explaining what I just explained. But yeah, surprisingly enough,
this is the warm-up track.
The first dude's name is Friends from Church. Is that who you're talking about? To Joker? So this is me playing a Hot Summer Beat, or just a clip of that anyway. And then I played Summerbone and did live vocals with that. Overall, it was a good learning experience, and it's really fun playing guitar to my music. But I had some issues with my vocals because I have a lot of effects and stuff on my vocals when I'm making my music, and then doing it live, I just couldn't get it to not feedback. So I had a bit of trouble getting the vocals to sound right, but I made the best of it, I think. So yeah, like the three other artists at the show were Friends from Church, who organized the show, David Parker, and Fast. I'll just type it out, I guess. The Ultimo chuggy drop C, and with my hilarious flying V guitar. It would be cool at some point to make a more instrumental remix of this track, Summerbone, with real drums and maybe like real guitar and bass, because it sounds like you could just translate it one-on-one and be like a heavy rock track. Yeah, there you go, there's that feedback. Anyway, that track was really fun to play live. Yo, we got It's My Show in the chat. Shout out, It's My Show. Thanks again, man.
This is the last track. It's called Good Vibes, because we all need some good vibes in our life, right, guys? Who's excited for some good vibes?
Got a little silly on the vocal. This track, Good Vibes, was also really fun to play on guitar and sing. Oh shit. I thought I was showing the video, but I wasn't. I just gave up using my own mic at that point, so I was using the venue's mic, which without all of my like effects and delay, I felt a little bit naked singing that track, but I don't know, it was fun, it was a good time. Anyway, let's go back to the iPad mode. Yeah, I haven't done one of these beat making streams in a while, but guess I thought I would show off SynthQ a little bit. So this is the app that I released years ago because I wanted a synth that I would use myself, and it's kind of like 90% of the Bill Jobs sound. A little bit of a lag since I'm streaming it into OBS and got some audio latency there, but basically it's, you know, semi-modular, has 3 oscillators, ADSR, filter, glide, FM, ring, vocoder, and 8 modulation bays, some LFOs. You can use the keys to do some modulation. So what I mean by that, you can move the keys up and down or left and right to change stuff. But anyway, I wanted to open up this app because I need to get some new samples for elastic drums. I've been using the same ones for years now, and I want to kind of start fresh and try something different. So these are some new presets that I made because I had to submit an update. There was I hadn't submitted an update in a couple years basically, so I got an email from Apple saying, you know, if you don't update it soon, we're gonna take it off the store. And it was actually removed from the store for a little bit. I was gonna talk about it in the last video, but I ended up just taking a bit of time to fix everything up and get things back to normal and get it back in the store again. So but yeah, I made some changes where it's a pretty intense sound. Sorry, it's kind of hard to focus with something like that. vibrato. It's got MIDI input as well, of course. The thing that sucks about MIDI is, well, I mean, that's kind of a direct touch modulation, but if I wanted to, say, like, hook up a knob to my vibrato there, I would just go to the modulation, where source 5, that's it. So I could do some MIDI learn. And then move a knob on my MIDI controller. Actually, no, never mind, that's the wrong one. Oh, never mind, the pitch bend just works. But it doesn't sound as good. Oh man. Alright, I changed something, and now it's extreme pitch bend. But yeah, one big change that I made with when I had to do that update was originally in poly mode you only had 4 voices at a time, so like maximum 4 notes at a time. But now you can have 10 notes at a time. Just a limitation that I was frustrated with for quite a bit of time. I do need to fix, though, because a bug I just discovered on this new iPad. It kind of messes up when you, depending on the order of fingers you put down, like in mono mode, it's fine because you're doing one touch at a time. But I suspect it's because like all of the new iOS devices, they have all these gestural stuff, and like, you know, you swipe up and like can swipe from the corner, and it has all this extra like touch stuff going on in the background. So like me trying to hit a huge chord, like it works sometimes, but then other times it'll think I'm doing something like this. So that's something I got to figure out for the next update. I just discovered that a couple days ago, though. Oh, there we go. It's kind of working now. That's weird. Well, live debugging. But yeah, I wanted to create some kind of thick pads. That's what. That's a sound that's like really. This app is suited to make. It might be a little loud. I know that this the signal does come in quite hot. So that's a good start on a basic kind of analog synth pad. We gotta thicken it up by adding a sub sine wave. Slitherman taking over this man's thought. Okay, I don't know what that means. think I'm gonna record one chord of that, but I'm gonna put that FM onto in an envelope so that when I press down the keys, it'll go wow. Last thing that needs is some vibration. So to do that, I'm gonna wire up an LFO to the fine tuning of the oscillator bay. Hard to hear with the unison on. Maybe tone that down a bit. Make it so that the vibrato is on an envelope too, so it doesn't just go vibratey from the get-go. Alright, so I'm going to record some chords. I need to fix this VU meter because it doesn't really tell you much. I just assume that everything that I'm recording is max volume. And then I can normalize it afterwards before putting it into elastic drums. That was a nice one. All right. Alright, that's enough. So I will name that chords. And we're going to throw this into audio share. This is good to know. Bonjour, Skeet. Alright, let's go through all these chords. Those those two chords are nice. This one, that one. I guess typically, like, a good thing to do when I'm recording these samples is to make sure they're all based on C, so that when I tune them in elastic drums, yeah, that's based on C. So when I tune them in elastic drums, they'll be in tune with all of my other samples. And if you're not a music person and you don't know what that means, I apologize. All right. So basically what I'm doing is getting a one hit, just one chord, one note that I'm able to use as a sample and then play in a sequence. So I'm going to use these two chords that we just made. Oop. This is the tedious part, so bear with me. All right, and then we got that isolated, normalized, and I'm gonna name this one swag chord 1. Yes, swag chord 1. And then what's this one? Yeah, that one's extra swaggy. Swag chord 2. And after that, I should record some new basses as well, but I've got, I don't know, it might be too boring. Go to elastic drums. You've received swag chord 1. And now we need this one. Elastic drums. All right. So I'm gonna open up a new preset. And we're gonna use our chords in a track. So I go to my sampler instrument here, and here's my long list of samples. Let's see. W comes before Y, I'm pretty sure. Bill Jobs misses ABCs. All right, we got swag chord 1. And we have a bunch of controls down here for the sample, so stuff like attack, sustain, basic stuff, where along what point along the sample that it starts playing from, the direction, so forwards or backwards. And some looping stuff here, so I can set it up to loop indefinitely with like that's a cool effect to do for like build-ups and stuff like that. You take the loop length and just slowly decrease it and maybe add some reverb to it. But alright, so we have a chord. I'm going to name this track Unlimited, Swag Unlimited. And we're gonna put some notes down. If we have a shorter decay and release, We can have more percussive chord sound. And then I can map the velocity to the pitch, so we can have some variation there. So this is what I meant when I need to have everything starting on the root key of C, because if I want to do stuff like that, it should be more or less in tune with everything my other sounds. Thank you, Jeffrey. So out of curiosity, let's try the other chord. Oh, that one's nice. So already we got a starting pattern. I copy that over. It's like the C of the track. And then we're gonna grow it bit by bit. So first thing we gotta put it down. Controls for the kick drum in Elastic Drums are really gives you a lot of variety, really easy to manipulate. First off, I'm gonna see, this is like probably bad mixing practice, but a master compressor right at the get-go. So you can get that nice pump when you have the kick going. And then I just kind of, since there's only 6 tracks, it's not that hard to mix and figure out the correct way for everything to kind of pump together. Didn't mean to change the pitch of that note, so I'm just gonna copy that. So I want to go in and really fine-tune this kick. Have a nice like sub sine wave. Scrupulous finger. I'll have to explain what that means, resonance. Have a nice big sub. So let's start a second right now. Copy 2 new pattern. We need a bit of reverb pad. And what I like to do also is put some comb filter, some subtle comb filter. This is like the signature effect in Elastic Drums. Before I go any further, I'm going to add a clap. Make sure that the loudest parts of the track are the kick and the clap, snare. Add some hi-hats. do for my hi-hats is I just use one hat sample and then change either the decay time or the offset so it sounds like a bunch of hi-hat samples. I'll show you what I mean by that. Go down to these 8R8 rim. Sick, Gabe. Definitely. I think I might be focusing more on just getting some tracks done the next bit. It was my goal this year to do some live shows, and I did some live shows, and I'm still trying to figure out what works, and, you know, I have like a good following online, but nobody in this town knows me. I don't really know where I would play, where people would turn out, since I have fans kind of from everywhere, but not really concentrated in one area, if that makes sense. I think for now I'm just gonna keep putting out more tunes, finishing old tunes. Bit by bit here and there. Already you can have a ton of variation just by taking one longer sample and then moving the offset around. So I can record these knob changes with this automation button. Let's go back to that other chord sample. This point, like, got the basis of a tune going, kind of one main bit, but we need some bass elements. So I could add a donk bass, but what I also like to do often is have a sine wave sub where it just kind of waves up and down, and every time the kick hits, it'll go whoom, whoom. So we're gonna do that. There's a synth that's built in called Wobble. It's basically like a LFO oscillator. I can construct it using that, or I can use a sample. So I just want one sine wave that goes. The thing that's that I don't like about this wobble synth is it has a kind of like a triangle wave. There's a bit of distortion on it, but if you get the settings just right and get it right in time with your kick, I'll just mute everything else for a second. So that's like getting closer to what. Hear how it kind of sounds like it's the continuation of the kick drum. And then when you put everything back in. Looking that up to a filter. Like for a build up or something. switch back and forth between. Tune for teeth cleanliness. Mess everything up. Cheesy tape stop. Two kind of distinct patterns emerging, and that's what I usually turn into an A and B section of a track. Damn, I've already been on for an hour, eh? How's everything sounding so far? I think I'm gonna go too late tonight, but I wanted to try out some new beats and go through some of my older stuff that I haven't listened to in a while either. Funk Fox OBS lets you use your iPad as a video input source, and it automatically streams the audio as well, and it wasn't always like that. I think it's a new feature. But then I'm doing some other audio routing stuff that I took like an hour to figure out again, where I'm streaming my desktop audio and then getting my mic to duck everything, which hopefully is working. That's getting a little bit repetitive. I need to get some other sound in here stop it for a bit, mix it up. I need a big bass. I have a bunch. These are the typical Bill Jobs big bass sounds. You've probably heard them a bunch already. It's probably the best and my favorite one. I think I can just record the pitch knob with my finger there. I don't know about lossless, but I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. Should be, you know, in your standard sample rate. I mean, I don't really care if it is lossless or not. Sounds good enough. But yeah, both of these apps, Elastic Drums, I'll just type it out. Should be able to find them both on the App Store. SynthQ is only for iPad, unfortunately. Elastic Drums you can get on iPhone and iPad. I think there's a better bass in here somewhere. Oh, this one. No, Elastic Drums is made by a guy named Oliver Greschk. He has got a couple other apps under the Elastic moniker as well. There's another one that he made called Elastic Melody that he just released actually. And it's kind of like I haven't fully explored this yet, but it's kind of like a arpeggiator, sequencer, free oscillator type deal. Thank you. I need to work on more visualizers. I've been like jumping between programming languages. Don't know if I should keep doing open framework stuff or keep just like going down the 3JS web-based. Every programming language has its, you know, selling points. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really played with this app a lot. I think where's the tracks? Okay, we have like 3 different sequences playing at the same time. And yeah, so I've got just one playing. And then you have some basic controls for like your waveform or filter envelope and stuff like that. And like the other Elastic Drums apps, I think you can automate pretty much everything, so like... Oh, you do it down here, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, I think I personally, Elastic Drums just kind of does everything that I need it to do. It could, to make like a full track, even though it's only a 6-track drum synth and sampler sequencer, like, you know, you have all these patterns up here. I think you can do that on melody too, but there's just so much more options in terms of, like, this is an extremely well designed app in terms of getting the most sound in the smallest package and being able to just like hook my own samples up to it and sequence it pretty easily. Like, just those two apps together has been the majority of my workflow. I think I'm going to save that and stop there for now. And I'm going to open some older tunes that are nearly done. But before I do that, I want to thank everybody for sticking around so far. And as always, I very much appreciate all of your support over the years, your generous donations. Like I said, with Bill Jobs, all of my music, or most of my music, is free to download, but you can choose your own price, name your price on Bandcamp. If you feel like donating more than $1 for a track, then feel free. That has been like a model that works pretty well for me because I want my music to be accessible by everyone. Everybody should be able to at least hear it and download it, but if you're feeling generous, then you can be as generous as you want. And I'm just gonna do this for a couple seconds. Remember, this is a 100% indie project. Don't have any labels, don't have any people helping me out except for you all over there, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for helping me keep this project going. It's what keeps me going, and you know, it's not a one-sided thing. I need to hold up my end of the bargain too and get some more tracks done. This is another one that's a low-hanging fruit. So, like I said, I think I've performed live. My next goal for that, I think I'm gonna get in touch with the local radio station here in Kingston, CFRC. That's like the Queen's radio station. We have a few like kind of starting up electronic music scene promoters and stuff happening, and there's gonna be a regular DJ set night at that radio station. So I'm gonna see about maybe doing a night for them. But other than that, I need to get Hyper Reality Volume 2 finished. If you don't know, my Hyper Reality Volume 1 came out 2 years ago, 2021, and I got a little overambitious and said that I would release Volumes 2 and 3 in the same year. have a big pile of tunes. For whatever reason. Are in like a nearly complete state. Yeah, this one is called Sonny Wonkman. Oh yeah, I'll link to my merch store. I need to switch up the items with winter items. Like I have this toque here, but I think all of the summer items, I only keep 5 items at a time on the store, and stuff like the trucker hat and like baseball cap are still up there, so I need to replace it with like hoodies and the winter hat again. So it's right there. Thank you, Gabe. He said, the stream is all possible because of you, bro. Green tea getting cold. You like that nice crunchy buffer sound? It's not part of the track. Effects on the jam page here. So I'm gonna play along with your tracks. So that's where the track leaves off right now. But I think something like that. Of extra patterns down here. Like I wanted to do something like this. Just a little harsh sounding right now. if I automated that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that in 2 seconds. But like, what I'm trying to accomplish is like a high pass sweep. And then go in really hard with the main beat of the track again. Or something like we've used before. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Nice, hopefully it doesn't fade out. I'm just using printful.com to set up the merch shop, so I don't know. I have my black hoodie that is completely faded out, but I've been like wearing that every day in the winter after I got it, and I have the black tank top, and it seems to be holding up pretty well. But my favorite thing is the hats, personally. I'm just looking through all of these old presets. Oh yeah, I started a new project. There's a remix album coming out for a video game that you may have heard of called Juice Galaxy. That's true. The faded shirt is very lo-fi. I feel sad because like I have all of these t-shirts that my dad designed freelancing for a software company in the 90s, and they are very like vaporwave lo-fi aesthetic. I'm wearing one right now, but they're like original, you know, 1 out of 1 whatever he had leftover shirts, and they're all kind of fading away a little bit, so it makes me a bit sad. Oh yeah. Yeah, the logo is ambiguous enough where that can happen. It can look similar to many people's face, as long as you've got the round glasses. I just started that yesterday, I think. But it's for this game called Juice Galaxy. I advise everybody to check it out. It's a very cool game. It's very trippy. Yeah, I'll just like leave it in the chat. But where's their itch.io? You can get this game for free on itch.io right now, and it's definitely worth the download. Free / name your price. But yeah, it's a real trippy game. You're a floppy, like, well, I'll show you the page. You're like this floppy dude with jiggle physics and ragdoll physics, and you're navigating through a crazy world. Here's the trailer. But yeah, the guy who wrote the soundtrack asked me if I wanted to contribute a remix.
And floppy too. Anyways. Welcome to Juice School. Oh, okay. Return to class immediately for candy. Worst student ever.
The audio is really good in the game as well. I've only explored a little bit of it so far, but yeah, I got some cool people contributing to this remix album, and I've got some time to finish it, so I hope it goes well. David Firth is going to be on the soundtrack, actually. If you don't know him, he's stuff on the internet since the Newgrounds days. Salad Fingers and a bunch of other stuff.
Ooh, that's some good juice you've got there.
So yeah, this track I just started. Yeah, Locust Toy Box. So I'm trying to make Fever Dream the music. Alright, I'm at the part of the evening where I can feel my brain starting to move slower. So I'm gonna throw on another unfinished track, nearly finished track real quick. And I'll be back. Is my voice hard to hear with the music? Yo, check, 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 1, 2, Alright, just wondering. SynthQ is $10 on the App Store. Yeah, it's $10. We might do a Black Friday sale, because that's coming up. And I've still have some things I want to do with SynthQ, and I need to fix that weird touch issue with the polyphony that I found on the newer iPad. But yeah, just so you know, this is that's SynthQ. And then this one, Elastic Drums. This track right now is going to be on Hyper Reality Volume 2. Alright, this guy. I just got a text saying that the music was too loud. Thank you very much, Funk Fox. I hope you enjoy that new shirt. I appreciate you stopping by, as always. I don't think I'm gonna go for that much longer myself. I just want to play some tracks that are gonna be on the next Hyper Reality. It's gonna be another 7-track thing. And, yeah, like many other things I played tonight, this just needs to be mixed and given a bit of dynamics during the build-ups and transitions and whatnot, and then it should be golden. So we got that. All right, this one I just started the arrangement for, but as you can see, there's a bunch of blank space here where there's nothing. So that means I have to fill in the blanks. And this is a Quake 3 Deathmatch 17 inspired. Yeah, that previous track was called Lapin. But I still gotta finish it. Build-up section. And it should go back into something like this. And then we'll come back to this kind of like build-up section again. Basically just the two main parts. Kind of main part, main groovy part. And then broken up by these longer build-up sections. I want to really stretch it out. Have like that intense Y2K snare roll build-up. Oops. So yeah, you just need to arrange that one, which is kind of the most, probably the most challenging part of my workflow, because it's like arranging a puzzle, making sure that everything is going in the right order, and you have one pattern to lay in at a time, and it's hard to tell when you have so many patterns to pick from. Well, okay, let's just try. I'm gonna listen to this first section again. I know, the Quake samples. I can't get enough of them. One thing I don't like.
Impressive.
I have that impressive sample, but it doesn't carry over to the next pattern here because it gets cut off by the quad damage sample. So I need it to like hang over.
Impressive.
So lose one. In order to get it to hang over. Yeah, and then after that, you can do a squad damage. There's a lot of stuff that's just like, I'm not sure if it's gonna end up on the final track or not, but it doesn't really fit. I just added kind of a transition from the first main bit to the build-up, and you know what that sounds like. I feel like it would be better to have like a camera view of what I'm actually doing with my hands instead of just like the iPad screen itself. Maybe one day. I just quickly arranged this in an order I thought made sense for the track. Increase. that sounds like. At the end, right before that part switch. I might stay on this part a little longer. Switching back, do a bit of a breakdown. So that's Q3 DM17. That'll be on volume 2. And there's a couple more that are definitely, they have, you know, been designated for volume 2, and then others, I'm not sure if they're going to be part of that or part of volume 3 or something else. Oh yeah, this one is a cool one. It's a more recent track. I started it last year. Sample. One is just going to be mainly the building up of intensity from this main kind of like melody line here. It slowly gets more and more intense. Kind of changes the melody at the top. Down, quieting, softening up. But yeah, that one's not. I need to kind of arrange that main section in order and flesh out the parts a bit more before arranging it. This one's an old one that I think I was setting aside for volume 2. I haven't listened to this one in a long time. But I can already hear in my head how the track should progress. I just need to put the parts in order now. The nice thing about having each pattern, you know, like work on a pattern, copy it and paste it to the next spot over, is that when I'm going through everything that I've saved, it kind of naturally progresses through the track in an order that almost makes sense already. I just need to, you know, designate different patterns into sections, organize them a bit. But since everything is just a variation of like the previous pattern, it kind of has a nice progression on its own. It makes things a bit easier to arrange. Oh yeah, and this like crazy part. Would be like the third section or a breakdown of the song. I just like that sound. Also, when I'm first starting a tune like this and it's in the pre-arrangement state, it tends to get a little crazy. Like that. Like I'll probably have to tone down this effect. Because right now, as it is, this pattern is a little all over the place. Oh, here's another one I forgot about. Whoop. This one's a heavy hitter. need to shorten that clap up a bit. Get it nice and punchy. Through the main kind of like speedy uppy part, and then that weird tunnely worm synth. I don't know if that will be on volume 2. It just doesn't pack as much punch, or it doesn't really fit with all the other tracks, I don't think. What am I looking for? There's yeah, okay, here it is. Bill. Just because I had to. So I said 7 tracks per volume. I played this one at the beginning. That one's probably going to be the easiest one to finish up. There's another one that I just rediscovered recently because of Sylvia's stream, actually. Because, yeah, I gave her all my music to play on stream, and she's been playing a lot of unreleased stuff that I completely forgot about. This was one of them. I remember somebody commenting, like, really enjoying this track. It was cassette pack. So I went back and just thought, yeah, I should probably finish this one. It's almost finished already. This one, but yeah, I'm happy I'm able to do this again. Give everybody a bit of a peek into what the process is. And thank you again, Gabe. It's my show. Shoutouts to Mondo Suisse. DOOMTUBE on Twitter. Ricardo Schöne, regular Bandcamp aficionado. And everybody else who's supported me. Send me motivating messages. Time I've had a music project where people are actively reaching out to me and not the other way around. Do a few more of these. I think Sunday is like a good night in general to just relax and work on some tracks. Now that I've got my streaming setup working again. But I'm not sure when I'll be on next. I do want to make a video on SynthQ, but I'm kind of busy with a few other things at the moment. To do all the algorithm stuff, share this video, share my channel with your friends. I checked it today and I've got just under 700 watch hours left before I get monetized on this channel. So we're almost there. And then I can get stuff like memberships, super chats. If you feel like supporting me in that way. I want to find something else that I haven't heard in a while. Here's one I made on stream. This is one I made on a beat making stream. Probably within the last couple of years. It's my previous iPad that was still working. Sounds like it would be a good one to put some guitar parts on. Dun, 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 dun. I think like half the patterns in this track are usable. That's the other thing, doing something live like that. I don't take my time as much. do sell them, but I'm not sure if they're up on the store right now. But since it's getting into the colder months, I need to replace a couple of the items with like, I think the hoodie needs to be back up, and I need to put the beanie as well. Some of these tracks are missing samples. I think I started this one on stream and then immediately lost it. Oh yeah, this one. I think this one was a Volume 2 contender for sure. So when I was getting more into electro and higher BPM stuff. Being able to look through all these old presets again feels good. You might recognize that sound from Hyper Reality Volume 1. To go over every one of these tracks where it's just like I can hear how it'll go in my head and just need to set it in order. Just take account of each track where it is along in the pipeline and then focus on finishing them up the next time, or just in general. Because yeah, I forgot it. I haven't listened to that one in a while, and it's one of the better ones. I forget what this is. It's like something I've said a bunch of times. There's a bunch of presets when I was just learning this app. So they're a year definitely aren't as polished in terms of like the mixing and how I approached tracks back then. All right. What's this one? I think this is like super sub whip, which a few people have asked me about throughout the years. Thanks, Chemical. I'm honestly not sure where my sound kind of fits in, but I suppose I will learn as time goes on and I have more opportunities to play live. Yeah, this track, huge sub wobble. Alright, so I'm gonna stop it there, I think. Thank you all for sticking around. Whoops. End with a big stupid synth note. Take it easy, everybody.